Hey guys, it's Kat, and I guess it's my turn to do my 5 products that I like in the store. There's a lot more than 5, but what I've done is kind of gone through the past videos that other people have done and tried to pick 5 things with an array of different uses, things that hopefully other people haven't done yet. If they have, I'm sorry, but that just means that it's something we all really love, right? So let's get to it. The first thing that I have today is, it's actually a food. This is Repashy is the brand, and this one is the Super Gold food that they make. Repashy is one of my favorite brands of food. We just recently started carrying it. I have been using this for a few years now myself. Now, any of you that actually know me know that I'm big with, I love goldfish, I love koi, I love fancy goldfish. One of their main issues with fancy goldfish and koi is issues with their swim bladder. A lot of the time that comes from them actually going up to the surface of the water and gulping air. So what this is a powdered form of a gel food. You actually boil water, add this to it, put it in ice cube trays and cut it up, and it turns into these little tiny, almost like green jello pieces. And when you drop them in the water, they automatically sink to the bottom. Now this has soldier fly larvae, spirulina algae, lots and lots and lots of stuff in it that's basically that they eat in the wild that's really good for them, helps with digestion, and will be wonderful. You won't have anywhere near as many issues with the swim bladder with this food. All right, so product number 2 I have today is the Instant Amazon Blackwater Solution. This stuff is wonderful. So I know a lot of you have probably heard of using like Indian almond leaves or catappa leaves to put tannins in the water, or even getting new driftwood, putting it in the water to get that tea color. This stuff is basically that in a bottle. So tannic acid is natural for fish. It's found in the Congo River Basin, the Amazon River, I know parts of the Indian subcontinent, as well as certain brackish areas located in the United States and rivers and creeks and things like that. So a lot of your tetras, bettas, discus fish, a lot of South American fish actually live in tannic water in nature. So the cool stuff about this is it's actually going to help get rid of certain algae growth, just kind of an added, thing to go with this, but it also helps to build immune systems. It'll help brighten the colors of your fish up because it's what they're used to in their natural environment. So I definitely recommend checking this stuff out. All right, so next I have what's called the Startup Kit. This is by a company called Protobio. I love this stuff. So I'm sure you guys have heard of putting bacteria starters in your tank. Basically to help your cycle along. Well, that's basically what this is. So this right here is the one that you would purchase for a nano tank. This treats up to 15 gallons. We also have one that treats up to 30 gallons and one that treats up to 60 gallons. If you have a bigger tank than that, you can always use more than one. The cool thing about this is it comes with 2 different vials. Vial 1 is called Stop Ammo Start, and what that is it actually helps to detoxify the ammonia when it starts to get high in your tank. The second vial is actually called Biodigest Start, and what that is it's made up of a bunch of different heterotrophic bacteria, which is the good bacteria that helps convert your ammonia to nitrite and then your nitrite over to nitrate, which is like the lesser of 3 evils essentially, and why we do water changes. So this stuff is definitely good. Now they claim that you can add fish within hours of putting this in your tank. I will say that we have started a couple tanks with this. We have not had fish loss when we've used it, which is a great thing. I absolutely love this stuff. It works as well, if not better, than some of the other bacteria starters that we do carry. But this one's new. It's super cool. It's got that awesome European packaging with the glass vials. So definitely come check this stuff out. All right, guys, number 4 on my list. This is a product by a company called Aquarium Masters. This is called a Volt Control Submersible Grounding Probe. I don't know if you have ever had a cut on your finger, just a tiny little cut, and stuck your hand in the tank and it felt like you were shocked. Typically that's caused by something called stray voltage, which can come from heaters, filters, basically anything electrical that's plugged into your tank. Sometimes they malfunction, wires get funky, things get loose, and then you have stray voltage running through. So those tiny little shocks that you feel, imagine if you were a fish swimming in that. It can stress your fish out, which can actually lead to disease. It can actually kill fish if your stray voltage is high enough. What this is it is actually a titanium probe that goes into the water. It's fully submersible, except the part that plugs into the wall, of course. And this actually stops that from shocking your fish or shocking you if one of your pieces of equipment is faulty or goes bad, or if anything were to happen. This thing's only 22 bucks. It can save your fish. It's gonna save you a headache. You can be used in freshwater or saltwater. I have them in all of my tanks at home. We have them in the tanks here. It's kind of one of those safety things that not everybody thinks about, but I definitely think everyone should have. I have this cool thing, which we just started carrying. This is a HANA salinity checker. It actually tests your salinity, but it also tells you the temperature of your tank, which is super cool. So this comes with the actual checker itself. It comes with batteries. It's also going to come with a calibration solution, as well as this nifty little plastic carrying case and protective case. I like these because it's literally seconds. You take it, you turn it on, you dip it into your tank, or well, not your tank, you're technically supposed to take water out, put it into like a little cup or a vial, dip it in, and within seconds you have an accurate salinity reading, you have an accurate temperature reading. The really cool thing about this is that the probe for this is actually made of graphite. Most probes with, salinity checkers and things like that are made with stainless steel. Stainless steel will actually oxidize over time and therefore does not work forever. Not that graphite will work forever, but it'll work for a lot longer because it will not oxidize in your tank and in the salt water. These guys are super cool. It's not super huge. They're not ridiculously expensive like some of those other testers that you can get. I think for the money, these guys are awesome. And again, it's a digital readout, which is something that we don't have a whole lot of. So check these guys out too. I think that's it for me. I tried to pick a few things, different things for different uses that we had in the store that I like, that I use at home. Because, I'm an aquarist at home as well as, working in the store. So these are things that I personally love, and I think that everybody should try at least once. Thank you guys so much.